Let's take a deep dive into the Madagascan rainforest. Madagascar is like a giant theme park for nature lovers, because over 90% of its wildlife and plants are found nowhere else in the world. That's right, almost everything you see here is unique to this specific island. Why? Well, Madagascar split away from Africa around 88 million years ago, and that means all the animals and plants here were left on their own little island laboratory, evolving in strange and wonderful ways, with no elephants, lions, giraffes to compete with them. Evolution went wild here, so creatures and plants grew in ways you won't see anywhere else on the earth. First up, let's talk about that ring-tailed lemur. These little guys are like furry acrobats, with long striped tails. They're super sociable and love to sunbathe, sitting up with their arms spread out wide. Sounds like a pretty great life to me, eh, Beans? They live in troops and can jump through trees like superheroes. They're a type of primate, but not monkeys. They're lemurs, and they only live in Madagascar. But wait a minute, let's slow down a bit. What exactly is a lemur? Well, lemurs are a special group of primates found nowhere else in the world except Madagascar. Millions of years ago, the ancestors of lemurs floated over to Madagascar from Africa, probably on big rafts of plants washed up out to sea. Once they got here, they had the whole island to themselves. With no monkeys or apes to compete with them, they evolved into all kinds of shapes and sizes. Today, there are over 100 types of different lemurs, from the tiny, teeny mouse lemur, small enough to fit in the palm of your hand, to the loud and powerful Indri, as big as a toddler. So lemurs are basically Madagascar's very own super primates, each adapted to their own special corner of the island. So that's why scientists call them one of the world's most amazing examples of evolution. And speaking of unique animals, have you ever heard of a fossa? It looks a bit like a cat crossed with a mongoose, but it's actually Madagascar's largest predator. They're super good climbers and have amazing balance, which helps them hunt lemurs in the trees. Don't worry, Beans, they're too busy chasing lemurs to bother us. Now, here's one of Madagascar's most famous residents, the chameleon. Madagascar is the chameleon capital of the world, home to about half of all known chameleon species. Some are so tiny they can balance on your fingernail, like the Brachycia chameleon, while others, like the Parsons chameleon, can be as big as your arm. They are true masters of disguise, as everyone knows, able to change colour to blend into their surroundings, and their eyes can look in 2 different directions at once. That means they can spy on you and on you, Beans, at the same time. And when they spot an insect, zap, they shoot out their super long sticky tongue faster than you can blink. Nature's superheroes for sure. Now, let's move on and talk about some of the most incredible plants you can see in Madagascar. Imagine a tree that looks like it's been planted upside down, with its roots reaching high for the sky. That's a Baobab tree. These giant ancient trees are amazing. They can store huge amounts of water in their trunks, which helps them to survive in dry climates. They're so big and majestic, they look like they belong in a fairy tale. And sometimes lemurs even nap in their branches. Another amazing plant is found in the spiny forest of Madagascar. It's like walking through a prickly wonderland. And one of the most famous spiny plants here is the octopus tree. Yeah, that's right, you heard right, the octopus tree. So called because it's got long, twisting, thorny branches stretching up like giant green tentacles. These plants have adapted to the hot, dry climate by growing sharp spines instead of leaves to save water. It's super spiky, so no hugs for the trees, Beans. And here's another incredible one, the traveller's palm. It's not actually a palm at all, but its giant fan-shaped leaves can grow taller than a house. They hold rainwater at their base, which thirsty travellers and animals can drink from, hence the name. It's also Madagascar's national plant, and it looks like something straight out of a dinosaur movie, or the Madagascar movie. It's clear that Madagascar is a true natural wonder, full of incredible life that you won't find anywhere else. So let's make sure we protect these special creatures and plants. And make sure to check out the rest of our videos on YouTube and listen to our podcast on Spotify for all our latest world adventures. You can also join the World Adventurer Club over on Patreon, where you can get early access to content and free activity packs. Psst, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.